Okay, hey, how's everyone doing? Or how's the one doing that's watching? John, I believe, is here from the Robert E. Howard Foundation. Welcome,
There can
John.
only be one.
This live stream is just for you, John.
Apparently, there's two watching, so somebody else hasn't chimed in yet. So we have David from Garage Geek and Chad from Chadwick's Channel of Stuff and Rob from L-Space Archives here today. Thanks for joining me, guys. How are you?
Great. Pretty good.
Great.
Great. All right. Well, anything, why don't we start with just what's new with you? And David, you want to go? What you've been up to? I know you've got a lot going on, a lot in the fry pan right now.
Yeah, I've been working extra to make some money because I spend too much. Go figure. So I need to like save up a little bit. But all those extra hours, they kind of just wear you down. I really feel it by the end of the week, even by the middle of the week. Next Saturday, I have a training, but as I was telling you, on Sunday is the Los Angeles Paperback Convention, and I'm really looking forward to that.
Oh, man, I'd love to be there.
I know.
Yeah, I want to see some vid, David.
Yeah, I wish I knew someone to go with me because I always go like a loser to these things solo. But hey, what else can I do? I don't know anybody who likes the things that I do. So,
I would love to go to that. I'd probably spend way too much coin, though, but...
yeah, that's
I'm sure the stuff that kind of places, that kind of show, it might be a little higher price. They might jack the prices up compared to like a normal book.
It was actually they do have things that are high, but everything was reasonable. They have cheap bins for you to go through. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Wow, you're making me jealous. FOMO.
No, it's been on my. Well, I might be thinking of a different one, but it has been on my bucket list to go down there. Tanya's been kind of like, "Well, go down there." And
well, meet me. It's next Sunday.
Yeah. Quit going to Las Vegas every weekend and
buy you lunch with the lunch truck. It's expensive.
You might as well get a second home over there, Chad.
How long is the drive from Phoenix to LA?
Yeah.
What is it? 4 hours? 6 maybe.
Yeah, it's not that far.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
I do it in a day.
Yeah, Rob, why don't you bring Mrs. L-Space and make a weekend of it? And you don't have anything else going on next weekend, do you?
Yeah, I saw the signing table and I thought it was awesome. I think Barbara Hambly's going to be on there, so that's cool.
That's cool.
I got one. I only went to one person. They did have somebody popular last year, and the line went around like out and around. So I was like, oh no. But there was one, Felice Picano. And I just went. Nobody was at his table. I went up to him. He's a notable gay author, and I bought a couple books. He signed them, and then during the year he died. I was like, oh my god, that's horrible.
Oh, I remember you talking about that.
I was like shocked. I was like, oh my god. So I hope I didn't.
We just lost Dan Simmons too, and some other.
Maybe we won't meet up. No.
Yeah, maybe it's the curse of David.
Yeah, so Sleepy came in and something bad happened to him. And Robert came in, I won't explain what, but something bad happened to him. I was like, oh, like a curse.
Something bad happened to Sleepy? I thought he just smelled bad pee in the alley when you were walking.
No, he fell down and hurt his leg. And
man.
I don't know if he ever mentioned that, but yeah,
no,
he hurt his knee. I'm not supposed to say that, but yeah, he had to have an operation on his knee, and that made
didn't fall in your garage anyway.
No,
so it wasn't on site then. Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. That's a bummer. Well, you don't have to say what happened with Robert Emmons, but hopefully nothing too bad, nothing that serious.
Yeah, he's gonna need an operation too. No.
Operation Just GoFundMe is that.
All right, guys. Well, I guess what we were going to, as usual.
Wait, the other two didn't say what they were doing. I just talked too much. Sorry.
Okay, no, that's fine. Well, let's hear about Chad. Chad's tore himself away from Las Vegas to join us today. So, Chad, what's going on with you?
Oh, it's just a lot of caregiver stuff. Today, I went to see my son perform in the Special Olympics, and I've got to track down my mother's birth certificate and wedding certificate so she can get her ID renewed because it expired. So now it's just like, and we have a leak in our roof that needs to get fixed. So it's just basically like, And I had that cold that just knocked me out for like 2 days. So there's no jigsaw puzzle next week. No video next week. Because I haven't started one yet. I'm just like,
Well, can you tell us what, if you don't mind, what event or events was your son participating in?
This was basketball. This was the basketball tournament. They got bronze in this.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah. So
well,
he actually did. Yeah. So,
Rob, how about you?
Absolutely nothing.
I envy you.
Well, other than just going to way too many thrift stores. So since the last time I was on David's channel, I now have 3.5 more banker boxes full of stuff.
Wow. How do you find all this stuff? That's amazing.
Phoenix just has a huge number of Goodwills. And so we'll hit 10 or 12 Goodwills in a day each week. And we'll go to different sections of the city. And then there's also used bookstores. And then our main library is just down the street from us. And they have a section there where they sell hardbacks for $2, softbacks for $1. And then once a week, it's 2 for the price of 1. So, and we always find stuff there. So far that place has been hidden from the people with the handheld scanners. So we managed to get in there and get some good stuff.
Yeah, those bastards. Neat. Well, I'm always surprised because whenever I've again, it's been a while, but whenever I've been in a Goodwill, I've never found any good books. So they must have changed for the better. That's great.
You just sort of, it's a roll of the dice on which person passed away that week and had all their stuff shipped off to Goodwill. So this past one we did, we found we never find these, but we found a whole bunch of old Gothic novels.
Wow.
Women running away from houses. We never find those out, but we found just a ton of those.
Nice.
And then a lot of old sci-fi anthologies and just a lot of stuff.
Don't like you anymore.
You don't like me anymore?
Oh, sorry.
Well, I was planning to go back. If you guys remember, I went to the small used bookstore in downtown Osaka that I had found, and I had rifled through 2 stacks, and he had a 3rd stack of sci-fi and fantasy upstairs. I must have waited a little too long. I pushed it off. I went back, and he had brought it down, and someone had snaffled every single one of those up in that 3rd stack, sadly. So
someone watched your video. And
maybe
they're like,
it might be the same person who was bidding against me for all those Edgar Rice Burroughs books on Yahoo Auctions Japan. You know, we were having a duel on those, and luckily I snagged the couple of them. But he got those. Same seller had every book. Those are the ones that were so pristine, like they'd never been opened. And man, those Burroughs ones he had were pretty sweet. Although I had most of them already, so I could let them go. But yeah, that's the problem when you make a video. You know, I'm planning to, when I go home this summer, I'm planning to film some videos of some of the bookstores I like to go to in the Northwest. And I'm kind of wondering if I should in some of the cases, because they might go through and pull everything out that's good in there before I can get it all. But that's how it goes, I guess.
Yep.
Well, let's see. Why don't we go in reverse order? Rob, you want to show? I figure I don't have so much to show, so I'm going to let you guys take over the lion's share of it. You want to show a few things? Maybe we'll go into 4 or 5 rounds or so, depending on how it goes.
Dude, I have 12 rounds worth of stuff.
Huh?
I have 12 rounds worth of stuff.
Well, it sounds like so does Rob.
I promise I'm not going to go through all 3.5 boxes. I just pulled out some stuff, but I found this, and I'm not the comic expert, but this is Wally Wood.
Wow.
Torrid Romance.
Here, let me make you big, Rob. Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry. And hi to Mark, by the way. Thank you for popping in.
Oh, that's a beautiful.
Oh, Torrid Romance in hardback. Yeah. Wow, that's cool. Paging.
My wife hated me. Oh no, his wife hated me.
His wife hated
me. So I was pretty. That was at Goodwill. Along with Ditko's shorts. Those are 1, 2, and 3 pagers.
Wow. Those are in Goodwill. They're in great condition.
Yeah, they were in perfect condition. So
That's the sad thing. Somebody must have passed away, and his wife kids brought his belongings in.
Yeah,
those look really nice.
And then
Donald Rex would like that first one, especially, probably, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then who doesn't love Christopher Lee? We have
oh, nice.
Christopher Lee's authorized screen history, so it has all of his films.
Oh, nice.
Including his TV appearances. So it has photos in here from when he was on Space 1999 and
with a really cool hairdo.
Yeah. Yeah, and the painted face stripe.
Yeah, it must be full of stuff because that guy made a lot of movies.
There's a lot of stuff in there.
Not all of them very good.
And I have so many different versions of H.G. Wells and H.G. Wells collections. And I just can't stop myself. I told myself I wasn't going to buy any more, but this one has the
pretty cover,
the original artwork from when it appeared in the magazines like the Strand and Pearson's magazine. Wow. So the entire thing is just filled with all the original artwork from the magazine. So I thought, okay, one more collection of H.G.
Wells Bible.
Yeah.
Do you have the Rivals of H.G. Wells book that was put out in the 70s that had a bunch of other stories? I think there's a C. Cutliff Hines, and there's a bunch of others. And it's got the original Strand in similar publications, illustrations in there. They did the Rivals of Sherlock Holmes. There was a couple of those. And then there was one that's the Rivals of H.G. Wells. Have you seen that?
No. You've given me one more thing to hunt for, though. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, well, I have those 3, but they're back home. They'll be making their way over towards the end of the year. That's very sweet, that edition. Yeah. Very cool.
Oh, my God. I see a giant dark.
And then this one, I could not believe that I found this at a Goodwill. But this is the big book of science fiction.
It's pristine.
It does have some damage.
A little inside.
Yeah,
the cover.
It's just as far as some of the pages got bent and warped, but yeah, it is huge.
I'm reading that time travel one by them.
Yeah, now. And I had these on my wish list on Amazon, but I try to avoid going there if I can. And I was almost getting ready to buy this on Amazon when I found it.
Amazing.
Patience always pays off. So.
Yeah, if you, I'm sure you know that you've got tricks already, but you could probably pin that under a couple of boxes of your books to flatten it out. Yeah. That's because otherwise it's in really good shape. So mind if I ask how much you paid for that at Goodwill?
This one at Goodwill I think was like $3.50 plus I get my old man discount, so whatever 25% off that is.
That's a better buy than you get from Amazon, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Very nice. All right. Well, do you want to do a couple more before we move you on to the next?
We can go ahead and let somebody. I know Dave's got a lot of stuff, so go ahead and let somebody else.
All right, let's get David, and then we'll get Chadwick over there. So, all right, David, take it away, my friend.
Yeah, I went with the theme of sci-fi and mostly physical media. So I didn't know exactly what we needed to bring. So my first round is always going to be the ever unpopular Funko Pops, but they're all sci-fi related. So here is Paul Atreides from Dune.
Okay, that's a little nose oxygen thing, right?
Fremen outfit. Here we have, I forget which character, but it's from the original Battlestar Galactica.
Oh yeah, I think that's Apollo.
Apollo, probably. Yeah.
Richard Hatch's character.
I've got I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I've got a bunch of Funko Pops though. I just thought this one was.
Be careful how you pronounce that, David. It sounds like something else. All right, Darth Maul.
Yeah,
and he's got a bobblehead too.
All the Star Wars are bobbleheads.
Oh,
it's weird because certain franchises have baubles.
I wonder if they specify whether they specify when they want bobble or not, huh?
I don't know how that works.
Which do you prefer, bobble or no bobble?
I don't really care.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Actually, some bobbleheads over time, the spring inside starts changing.
Yeah.
Will go around.
That's what I was wondering. So maybe you have them like this, like they've had a broken neck or something.
So this one is from, anybody know? G-Force. Who's that? Battle of the Planets.
Battle of the Planets.
Oh, wow. Cool.
As a kid. Gotcha,
Battle
man.
of the Toho.
I love that show.
God, me too. And then here's the last one for this round. No, I don't have more Funkos. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, the Gorn.
The Gorn. Man, they come out of with all sorts of.
They're a money-making machine. There you go.
I mean, I'm sure Star Wars, Star Trek, that all makes sense, but Battle of the Planets, that's pretty esoteric.
Oh my gosh, the other ones that I have, I think I have 4 in the series. There might be more, but they look great together.
Did you see Mark's message about his Alice Cooper one?
Mm-hmm. No, I kind of saw it. He used it as a prop in a recent video. Did I see that video? I can't remember. He's always going on and on about Alice Cooper.
Mark Morris is a vinyl guy. Is that right? His channel is yeah. He's the one that does the Beatles things that you sometimes talk about.
Yeah, and he sent me all the VHS tapes recently.
Oh, right. That's right. Yeah. Nice. Well, welcome, Mark.
That was my first round. Okay,
that's your first round. All right, let's get Chadwick over then.
Yeah. I just got to do a deep cut here. So Alice Cooper, is she one of Charlie's Angels? And if you get that reference, you're old.
I didn't get it. And I'm old.
There was a movie called Roadie that came out in the late 70s, and Meatloaf was in it. And that's a line in the trailer that I just remember saying. It's just like, so I have not removed this from its plastic wrap yet, but it's in the it's on Mount Sudoku, but this is a book, a coffee table book about Dario Argento that I picked up at the Museum of Cinema in Turin.
Wow.
We were on a trip to Italy, and Tanya's like, well, is there anywhere in Italy that you haven't been that you really want to go? And I was like, Turin. And she's like, what's in Turin? And I'm like, the House of the Screaming Child. And she's like,
what the hell is that? That doesn't sound.
What the heck is that? And why do you want to go there? And it's because that's the exterior for the house that was in Argento's iconic Giallo Deep Red from 1975.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, and and they also have the Museum of Cinema, and they did have a Dario Argento exhibit there at one point. They had, I think it was more comic book based movies when we went, which was in I think 24 or 23. And but they did have these leftovers from when they had that display. So there's there's an English section and an Italian section, of course. But
surprised you haven't opened that yet, Chad.
I know, it's because it's over there in the Chubby Red, and I haven't gotten to it yet.
Yeah.
So that's but I'm like, oh yeah, I have to read this. So and
second,
I picked this up. This is another one that I have not opened up yet, but I think it's more like a coffee table book, but it's Clint Eastwood icon, and it's basically the essential film art collection. So this looks like it's beautiful. Outlaw Josie Wales on the cover there.
Yeah, that art is cool.
Is that one also shrink wrapped? It looks like it's also shrink wrapped.
It's also shrink wrapped. It was evidently somebody just it's either a remainder or somebody just decided to drop something off at Half Price Books.
Yeah, I was going to say it looks like a Half Price Books sticker on the front there.
So, but when I saw this, I was like, oh, I need this. So, but yeah.
Well, that's nice too. So when because of the shrink wrap, when you get rid of it, you won't have that stupid sticker on there. So that's.
Oh no, yeah, I'm going to open it up and read it at some point, sometime between now and 2036. When I don't know when I get to it. I mean,
and you're gonna have to change that to 2037 next year.
Yes, exactly. We're on the same wavelength. You already know how I'm going to update my joke. So,
sorry to preempt it.
Yeah, and this was one I picked up at the bookstore in New York.
Oh.
Called Untold Horror, and this is basically, the story of or the history of movies, basically that it never made it to or through production. So it's like the podcast greatest movies never made, and they have. Let me see here. What's a good one here? They have like at one point Toby Hooper was going to do a remake of White Zombie.
Wow.
And they interviewed
they were in the planning stages, but never happened. They weren't
right.
Okay.
And one of my favorites, let's see if I can find it here, was I think I can't. It's like Jaws 3, People 0. So which was going to be the parody, kind of like the airplane style parody of Jaws that Joe Dante was going to direct. And then somebody said to the producers, you maybe don't want to soil your own pool doing that. So they snuck around, scuttled it, and they made the wise choice to make Jaws 3D, which is a totally serious movie that nobody laughs at all. So,
except for some of the 3D effects that cause some
people.
He's
being sarcastic. It's a laughable.
Yeah, but it has some cool aspects. The idea is really cool. I have it on 3D, and it's one of those Silver Age 3D movies where they had the cross. Forgot where the axes cross wrong way, and so it makes some people's gives them headaches when they watch it in 3D. But there's some really cool aspects to it. Well, thank you, Chad. Let me
I was just laughing at Steve's comment.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some. We got some people up here, so let's see. Sleepy, hello, Sleepy Damien said that he heard the bottom suddenly dropped out of the Funko collector market. What do you hear about that, David?
It's the truth. Like, I'm glad, because like people would the Funko market is crazy. They release Funkos, and then they immediately everybody buys them up. They have limited ones that only a few can get. They sell out really fast. It's silly. And then, people just buy them and sell them on eBay for, $40, $50 each. It's a silly thing. Yeah. I missed out on
speculative market destroyed it.
Yeah, I missed out on so many of the Universal monsters and I was waiting for them. I kept going to different Walgreens. They were like being exclusively released in Walgreens, and I would go every few days, and they would never be put out. And then only a couple would get it, and people kept saying, "Oh, you have to call the managers, and you have to have an in with the managers." I'm like, that's stupid. So people. Yeah. Like they know the managers, so they get the Funkos that are supposed to go on the shelves. I mean, that's a racket at that point.
Yeah.
And I just think that whole system is just bad. But I love Funko Pops.
Well, we have Mark saying the Beatles for sure, but he also loves old horror and monster films too, and comics, sort of. I used to be more like that myself there, Mark. I'm getting back into comics a little bit here. We got John. Saw some report that Funko was struggling. Yeah.
Hey.
Let's see. We got some more down here. Oh, we got some other people. Cool. Okay. What do we got? So I'm way out of here. Let's see. Nice. And John said, nice Clint. Okay. Meaning the Clint book. We got Check Your Steve. Hi, Steve. I've always wanted to learn the rules of physical media. Looking forward to this educational video. If you learn anything from this video other than how to spend a lot of money, then I don't know what you'll find there, Steve.
Exactly.
But like David,
a lot of money.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.
David knows David. Sorry, what is this?
I hope you're writing that down, Steve.
Oh yeah, I see. David knows. Yeah. Okay, and we have Sephiros. Hey, Sephiros, how you doing? All the way from the UK. It must be fairly late where you are. Thanks for staying up and stopping in. And what else we got here? Howdy, Sephiros. Okay, and one last from Steve here. Scalpers have ruined everything. That's what Check Your Paul says about comics and vintage fiction.
Well,
I know a lot of people.
It's happening too.
Yeah, the guys that go in, I think Rob mentioned them. They go in and scan, and they get their app goes bing, bing, bing when they've found something worth a lot of money. Then they buy it for cheap and resell it for way too much. It's a disgusting practice, frankly. But
now a lot of people are getting disenfranchised about their local comic stores because it's happening. Anyways.
Here we go. All right. We'll be back to you guys in a moment. I don't have much to show, so I'm going to leave it mostly to you. But I did get a few things. Unfortunately, the book that makes the thumbnail for this live stream is one that was supposed to come and it hasn't already. What?
Rob has like a flagon. What are you drinking?
A flagon of ale? Nice.
Diet Mountain Dew and water chasers. Oh.
Well,
I never thought I'd say that word.
I need to say caffeinated and hydrated.
Oh. Well, as Randy Ray, the literate Texan, says, one he always says at the end of his video, stay hydrated. It's more important than you know. Okay, well, like I said, I went back to the Colombo Corner Shop there, and they didn't have much, but there were a few books that I had left from the first time that I decided to get. And I got these. Let's see. Let me see if I got them in the right order. Spectrum 4 and 3. Okay, so I got these Pan Spectrum collections, and I got number 3 and number 4.
Those are pretty. I've never seen those before.
Yeah. What's cool is they have some really powerhouse stories in here. And again, the pages are a little old and faded. They've probably been up in his storage too long, but this is a 3. It starts off with Killdozer by Theodore Sturgeon. Nice, right? And it has J.G. Ballard, Paul Anderson, Exploration Team by Murray Leinster, which is one of my all-time favorite science fiction stories or novelettes. I have it in this one too that I've had for a while, because that story is really hard to find, but it's about a guy who goes to this, there's kind of a exploration team guy on this planet. No, I'm just going to say he has several intelligent bears that work with him, and it's really, really a fun story. Alfred Bester and Arthur C. Clarke. Why are you laughing?
Intelligent. I was all ready for something real like, your favorite story ever. Intelligent bears.
It's not just about intelligent bears, but it's basically...
it is hard to find intelligent bears. I go to the
bar. Not that kind of bear, David. Sorry.
Well, when you said intelligent, I was like,
"Oh Lord,
this is a description that can cut both ways."
Yeah, these are earth signs. That anyway, there's like this guy has come to audit. He's part of this exploration survey.
You don't need to go.
It's a very good story. I saw Rob nodding his head, so Rob knows what I'm talking about.
That was a good story.
Okay. And then in number 4, there's more stories, but they have you heard of this, guys? They have something called Unreal Estates. C.S. Lewis, Brian W. Aldiss, and Kingsley Amis sharing duties on that story. That's interesting.
Kingsley Amis, wow.
There's The Marching Morons, which I think is pretty famous, by C.M. Kornbluth. There's John Brunner, John Jakes, Howard Fast, Anthony Boucher, I don't know how you pronounce his name, John Wyndham, and Cordwainer Smith, Ron Goulart, Fritz Lieber, Damon Knight, Hal Clement, and a few others that I don't know. So those are excellent collections. So I'm pretty glad to get those. I always like to have more anthologies. So that's it for my round. So let's start with Rob again. Or let's see if we have any in the chat that are. If Steve's here, he's probably making some.
He already has. Yes.
Steve says, "Cheers!" and Killdozer. Yeah, I know those guys. Check Your Shelf Boys, I believe, covered Killdozer. I've seen the movie, but I've not read the story, so I'm looking forward to that. Not that kind of bear, David. Yes. And let's see. Check your Steve. Weren't you in the band Intelligent Bears at college? Nice. Back to the running joke there. That's good. Okay. So let's get Rob over again real quick here.
Okay.
Rob, what's up next to you?
You know what? You have to show that Dark Shadows thing because
Dark Shadow.
I do have a couple of albums that I got for some reason. The covers are in terrible shape, but this was sitting in Savers for $2. It's the Dark Shadows soundtrack. The records themselves is in perfect shape.
But the theme of Dark Shadows is awesomely spooky.
And I don't normally look for vinyl in the thrift stores because usually it's all just crap. But this was just sitting out front, just staring me right in the face when I was over in the book section. I thought, oh, it's a sign. So, and we all know I love Dark Shadows. Speaking of which, I found another book that I didn't even know existed. Let's see if I can find it here.
I got to see Jonathan Frid in a play once.
Oh, really?
Oh,
very happy about that.
Did I not bring that book out?
Mm-hmm. Now, this while you're looking, Rob, I know the last Guide to Gothics with Paperback Warrior and Book Graveyard, they talked about a writer who wrote a lot of the Dark Shadows novels, and Chad was bemoaning the fact that they weren't apparently very, very good. So, and he's got like 60 to read or something. So,
there are 30 of the Marilyn Ross, who was actually W.D. Ross. I think there was 32 or 33 books, and then I found, and I didn't pull it out, which kills me. But Laura Parker, who played Angelique.
Right.
Yeah, she wrote 2 of them, right?
Did she write some? Wow, 4.
There's another series of 6 books, and she wrote 4 of those.
Now, those are not related with the original ones that came out, right?
Not with the Marilyn Ross. She wrote these in like 2008-ish. So she was in her mid-late 60s, early 70s when she wrote these.
Right.
But I didn't even know about them, and I just happened to see one like, well, there's another Dark Shadow series, and so
they might be better. Actually, they might be better.
Now I have a whole nother series of Dark Shadows that I need to find. I haven't finished finding the other ones yet. So
what I learned, just to interject because my brain won't let me be quiet, was that one of the things with the Guide to Gothic was that William Ross had not seen a single episode of Dark Shadows. So there's like characters and stuff in the books that don't.
Exactly.
So Parker's books will probably be more in the style of the actual show, what with her having like been in it. So, and I was like, oh, I should have started with her. So.
Well,
but I couldn't resist those because most of those Dark Shadows books we found when we made our trip to New Mexico and went to Coas Books. Where there's an amazing bookstore there, where what they do is they charge half of whatever the original cover price is.
Wow.
So a 60-cent book is 30 cents.
How do they stay in business? I wonder about prices.
I don't know. I think a lot of their newer books that they have, half price of that still keeps
half price of a $27 hardback is probably going to be pretty good.
Their sci-fi section was enormous, and we ended up, I don't even know how much, we ended up going there on the way to Des Moines, then stopped again on the way back just so we could load up on more. But yeah, all those Dark Shadows books I paid, I think, somewhere around 25 or 30 cents for a piece.
Wow.
Except for
how many do you have total, do you think?
I have 11 right now of the 33 or so I still have a lot more to go.
Ooh,
I don't know. But yeah, there's There's Laura Parker, the original Angelique.
Yeah.
Yep.
Crazy eyes.
Beautiful lady going nutso cuckoo in the Kolchak episode.
Yeah, I know. That's what I remember her best for.
Yeah.
And she still has that hysterical laugh in Dark Shadows where she just like
she can play.
That woman can tackle.
She can play normal because she's in an early Kung Fu episode that's quite good, and she.
Oh, really?
With David Carradine as Kwai Chang Caine, and he comes to her aid, and she's like trying to run her own ranch or something, and of course she's just gobsmackingly gorgeous throughout, but with her big expressive eyes, and she doesn't cackle once.
You're gonna say big.
Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Yeah. Real quick, while we have Seth saying his sixth grader crush, Angelique. Yes.
It's a dangerous girl to have a crush on.
Yeah, Angelique is. Yeah.
She'll send you back in the past.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of the Tim Burton Johnny Depp remake?
Yeah.
It had a couple of funny scenes, but and Eva Green is probably good casting, but and Johnny Depp, frankly, is good casting, but it was less than the sum of its parts for sure.
Yeah.
I remember enjoying when they tried to do a reboot of it in the 90s.
Right.
With Cross played Barnabas, right?
Playing Barnabas, yeah.
And but then the writer's strike shut them down. And it never came back after.
I think it only was like 10 episodes, if that. Or
yeah.
I remember watching that.
Yeah,
one.
their timing was terrible because it happened right in the middle of the strike.
Yeah, it was. I remember it being pretty interesting, actually.
Yeah,
I remember watching that when it came out. And
definitely moved faster than the original series.
Yeah, it's been my kind of the reason I haven't really dove into that series, besides the fact that it's like 1,700 episodes or something like that. But I hear the first 300 or so are a little slow, and then Barnabas comes in. So okay, well,
nice though that you can have on the background, and just if you miss a scene, you'll catch up.
Well, I do have a kind of a
episode is repeated every time.
And it's fun to watch them because they were on such a tight schedule to do this 5 days a week. You'll see them constantly flubbing lines. You'll see the boom mic, or you see the camera suddenly, camera suddenly in the film.
Yeah, they put out I forgot who, but someone put out I don't know if it's best of, but like a sampler DVD set with like 10 episodes or something, or like a bit of the Barnabas run, a bit of just to give you a taste. And I have that. So if I want to kind of test it out, I can, but it's a daunting prospect to watch the whole thing. You guys, Chad and Dave, you guys have watched all of it?
It's actually really well written. And the characters, you just get involved with them.
Oh yeah.
Poor Willie. I just love Willie to death. Oh my God.
Is he the one that turns into a werewolf or something?
No, I've actually never gotten all the way to the werewolf part, and I keep.
So you haven't watched it all?
No, I haven't. But I mean, old Barnabas, past, all of these things are just amazing. It's a great show.
As a kid, Barnabas was my favorite character, but going back and rewatching it, Willie Loomis is by far my favorite.
Willie
I
is
love
so
that guy.
awesome.
Yeah,
so
he's
good.
Amazing in that role.
John's talking about Angelique's crazy eyes there, so
yeah,
I guess everyone noticed.
Oh yeah. So speaking of check your shelf, maybe everybody already knows about Paul's other channel that he does with a gentleman named Mark called the Return of the Son of the Show.
Return of the Son of the Show, right?
And I love that. I love that channel as well. But
talking about Wonder Woman now, right?
Yeah, but they occasionally do a thing called The Importance of Being Earnest, where they talk about different Ernest Borgnine movies, which got me thinking about one of my favorite movies from the 1965 version of Flight of the Phoenix.
Oh yeah,
with Jimmy Stewart.
That's a fantastic movie.
Yeah, it's based on a book which I found.
Oh wow!
Look at Scheherazade there.
Yeah.
That's the only way they could cram a female presence in the movie. It had to be a vision when the guys are in the desert and they're starved for some female companionship. So they get a couple of minutes of her dancing around. But I didn't know that was from a novel first. Wow.
Yeah, I didn't either. I thought that this was a novelization, but no, this is the actual novel just with the movie tie-in cover on it. But yeah, Ernest Borgnine plays Trucker Cobb in this. Everybody does an amazing acting job.
Jimmy Stewart, Richard Attenborough.
Yes,
Nigel Davenport.
It is a perfect movie. Do not watch the remake. They tried to turn it into an action movie.
It's not bad, but it's not in the caliber of the original.
It doesn't have the heart and soul that the original one has, and they tried to do everything they want to turn into an action movie now. We need more explosions and gunfights. Like, sometimes just let it be a drama and just let.
Well, it's also they're in a pretty bad state of affairs. It's a survival movie.
Oh yeah, it's a survival
movie.
People
shooting at them or anything.
Yeah. And for those who haven't seen it, I won't spoil the twist that happens in it, but it is a great movie. If you haven't seen it, 1965 version, Jimmy Stewart, Richard Attenborough, Ernest Borgnine, perfect movie.
Marty Kruger.
Yes, Marty Kruger. Yeah.
Tons of people. That's cool. I wonder when it came out. It must have came out in the 50s, maybe. I wonder what.
1965.
Oh, it came out. They did. That was a fast turnaround. Wow.
Yeah. And then when I was at the library, another thing they talked about over there was talking about the Rockford Files, which I love James Garner. Rockford Files is probably my favorite vintage PI TV series, and Maverick is my favorite Western TV series. But I found his memoirs.
Wow.
This is,
nice.
And it has quite a few photos in here.
He's a really good guy in real life.
Yeah.
Really treated his coworkers well.
Yeah, and then has where if I can find it here.
Maverick's great too.
Hold on 1 second here. Yeah, there he is with Marlon Brando and Diane Carroll on the March on Washington in 63, and just but yeah, one of my favorite actors. So I got this at the library for $1.
Oh,
so
library sale, nice.
Yeah,
I need to get that.
One of my favorite places to go, because also the money goes to support the library as well. So
great portrait of him on the cover.
Yeah.
Well, he was such a good actor, a natural guy, of course, in so many good movies and TV shows. I love the fact that when he was in Grand Prix, he was the only one of the cast who several of the racers who were real life racers who were consultants on that movie said you could be a professional if you wanted to be. He's that good. That's why later when he's doing those car chases in Rockford Files, that's really him doing a lot of those car stunts. And and there's stories of him evading the paparazzi by driving away from him and like in a chase scene. So
and it has some photos in there from Grand Prix when he had a close call on there too. And then I also found Great Tales of Mystery and Suspense.
Oh, nice.
Great cover.
Yeah, that looks like a version of This Gun for Hire with Alan Ladd and Veronica Lake, maybe on the cover, or seems inspired by it. Very cool. I'm not gonna
list them all, but a lot of great writers in there. And this again was a Goodwill find. It doesn't even look like it's ever been cracked open.
It's beautiful.
Man, Rob, you can find the goodies in Goodwill. Wow. Well, look, when I go home this summer, I'll go into my local Goodwills and I'll find jack shit, I'm sure.
That's the way it is around here.
Patience. Yeah. We hit them up every week. And like I said, we do 10 or 12 a week. That we'll just go one after another and just.
Brett says they heard they were. Yeah, they actually filmed a pilot a while back, Brett, with what's his name? It was an actor that couldn't, he was not a bad actor, but he couldn't hold James Garner's, gym bag really. And I think that one didn't get picked up. So maybe they're going to do a new one after that you've heard about. A reboot of Maverick would be fine, but unfortunately nobody seems to like Westerns anymore, sadly. Yeah, Maverick.
You have to find the right people. Garner was so perfect for that role.
Jack Kelly is great in that too. I like the Jack Kelly episodes almost as much as Garner. But yeah, Garner is perfect for that.
And one of the nice things about that is, especially in the early seasons, is most of those stories came from actual short stories that they adapted. Right. So they already had good writing going through it, and the writing holds up after all.
Yeah, the writing is really strong throughout for the most part. Roger Moore plays their cousin Bo.
Yeah, cousin Bo.
Season 4.
Yeah.
What is David laughing at now?
Mark's comment.
Uh-oh. All right, let me see. All I find at our Goodwill are used grandma panties.
They're comfortable.
I would love to find a decent book every now and then. Yeah,
well, Mark, you're in the wrong section.
Stuntman today named the spin of the car to go in the opposite direction, the Rockford. Yeah, he did those stunts himself. Yeah. No, he was a great driver. And I just love the fact that and he sued Warner Brothers back in Maverick days because they were, basically indentured servitude, the actors there practically. And he won. He was one of the few that won and walked away from his contract and had a great film career. So.
And then I also found this field guide to monsters.
Just in case you're in a field and you see Frankenstein's monster.
Amusing little tongue-in-cheek, and it has
nice
from all the movies.
Tarantula, 50-foot woman.
Tarantula, 50-foot woman. Gorgon, even the movie Frogs is listed in here.
Frogs is a
Gorgon.
Gorgon, yeah.
Oh yeah, the Gorgon. That's a great Hammer film. Chad, do you have this one? This looks like you're kind of toned.
Grandpa Monster.
No, I don't. But I should be getting it at some point.
Watch out, Rob.
Where do you live again, Rob?
What's your address, Rob? You'll hear the tinkling of glass as someone rappels down into your room, Mission Impossible style, and swipes that out of there.
And then also I found this set. Which the first one is Bulldog Drummond.
Oh, that's one of those Wordsworth ones, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
You got how many novels are in there? I think there were 8 Bulldog Drummond novels.
It has 5 of them.
Wow.
I'm sorry, 4 of them. Bulldog Drummond, The Black Gang, The Third Round, and The Final Count.
Right. Nice. Sapper.
And then with that, being as part of the set, now I haven't read or know a whole lot about these. You probably do, but it is Edgar Wallace, The Complete Four Just Men.
Oh wow! Well, I knew there was the novel Four Just Men. I didn't know there were more stories.
Yeah,
wow.
Evidently, yeah. As 1, 2, 3. 4,
Wallace is really good. He's kind of forgotten these days.
6 of those stories in here.
Wow.
So
I love those Wordsworth editions. I have several myself over here, but mostly horror short stories. Those are awesome. You found those also at Goodwill?
Yep. And again, that doesn't look like they've ever been cracked open.
I'm gonna have to pay you to be my book buying agent, Rob. Find some
That'll be my new career. I'll be a
there you go.
shopper for used books.
Yeah, I think you could probably make a decent living at it.
And then I know Jeff already knows I collect the new Tom Swift Jr. adventures, so I found another one.
Oh, very cool. Look at that cover. That's sweet.
Nice.
Flying Lab. His Flying Lab.
I don't have any of those either. Wow.
Yeah. So
those are sweet.
I'm working my way down the list, but there are a lot of them to get. So
yeah.
A lot of cool
die and you'll get no attention.
Wow, very cool. That's a bunch of really cool books. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, fantastic looking book. I think, Mark, are you talking about must be talking about the Field Guide to Monsters, maybe? Hey, we have Andrea here. Hi, Andrea.
Andrea.
Rob was born to be a librarian. Yes. Hey, Andrea, nice to see you. I've been meaning to catch up to your new video. I'll do it real soon. Sorry, I'm behind everyone's videos here. Okay, let's get David on over. David has some more stuff. Okay.
Oh, I'll probably stay on about an hour, so this is probably going to be my last round. However, I've got so many things that I brought, so I need you to.
Well, I just do the whole lot right now before you get off.
You got to tell me albums, paperbacks, comics, Blu-rays, CDs, 2 sets of graphic novels, and children's books. So
wow. Well, why don't you just pick? Yes. Pick one from each of those. A couple from each of those.
No.
Pick one set, and I'll go over it. What should I do?
Well, what do you think, guys? Mine would be comics or books, but we have Mark here who's a vinyl guy. So, Rob, Chad, what do you choose besides all of the above, like I chose to? So.
Yeah, vinyl or paperbacks? Kind of going.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you compromise, David, and show some vinyl and some paperbacks? You can show 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, hold on. My vinyl.
Did you buy these on your credit? You got a bunch of credit at the store, right?
No,
Oh my
I
goodness.
grabbed some vinyl that I thought would appeal to people who read science fiction paperbacks. So that was my idea. So
Gotcha.
I wanted to, So the first one that I'm going to show is, I showed this recently. So this is,
nice.
Ray Bradbury, read by Leonard
Nimoy. Wow.
That was my first one. And then this one, some of them I pulled them because they have just like a vintage paperback look. And so there's Fumita's Firebird. I just think that has a vintage paperback feel to me.
Cool.
And next one, I don't know. This one I thought that cover is just so vintage paperback.
Ernest who? Who's that? Ernest?
Anne Surmet. Conducting. Okay. He's the conductor, and he's conducting.
Okay.
That could be a cover for Wuthering Heights or something.
Yeah, exactly. Gothic. Yeah.
Isn't that cool? All right, this one is just a weird. It has such a vintage paperback look to its Symphony Fantastique, and then this one is a gatefold.
Wow, very cool. Yeah, that's one thing about albums. You just love the way that they're put together and all the art and design. Shorty Rogers, The Wizard of Oz, and other Adler's songs. Okay, I didn't know there was a Wizard of Oz song, so learn something every day.
This one is just like a weird Prokofiev's head.
Yeah, that looks like something you'd see on one of those 70s ace science fiction books or something. So.
Now, this one is a more modern one, but this one just screams weird sci-fi to me. So this is like this weird cult, Blue Oyster Cult. But I mean, this one is just crazy.
Is it Blue Oyster Cult? I love Blue Oyster Cult.
Yeah.
Awesome. Wow, very cool.
And
a lot of those 70s prog rock bands had really awesome covers. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh. Tales of the Frightened.
Ooh.
That's right off of a Gold Key comic cover, it seems like.
That one. Oh, this one I just thought, what the hell? Like, well, how does the truck go flying in outer space?
Truckers. It's Def Leppard, though, right?
I know, but it's just so weird. I thought
you don't look like a Def Leppard sort of guy there, David. But I guess was that a cover by?
No, I thought if it was going to be in space, it'd be like ZZ Top or something.
Yeah.
Okay, and then as a bonus, I have 2 bonus in this category. Here's a Laserdisc, one of my favorite movies.
Somewhere in Time.
Yes, I love this movie to death. I know you might think it's cheesy. Too bad.
No, I like it. It's a little slow, but I like it. Mysterious Island, I really like.
This is on my
gorgeous cover.
Yeah, that's on the cover of the Blu-ray too, I think, from Twilight Time that I have. Rob, did you want to interpose there?
I just wanted to say that Somewhere in Time, written by Richard Matheson, one of my favorite authors. I have the original version that it was titled Bid Time Return.
Right.
And the producers didn't like that title for the movie, so they said they wanted to change it to Somewhere in Time. And Richard Matheson said, I don't
intellectual Bid Time Return.
And of course, the publisher's like, well, no, we need a tie-in. So they changed the novel to Somewhere in Time, so it would tie in with the movie. But this is probably one of my most expensive paperbacks.
Really? Wow.
This was not a thrift store find. This was about $115 for this paperback.
Wow.
It is a hard one to find, and the hardcover is even more expensive.
I didn't know that.
That's probably because everyone sees it as Somewhere in Time. So with the original title, there was probably only one print run, right?
So I actually have 2 versions of this. We also have, because it's also one of my wife's favorite movies, so we also have the Somewhere in Time movie tie-in edition as well as this one, because I have to have everything that Richard Matheson writes.
You can get the album for $1.
Not the cover art. Really? From you?
No, I bought mine for a couple bucks. The album is always in the bargain bins. And the soundtrack is beautiful. So the final thing that I wanted to show is not related to sci-fi, but in England, companies tried a format that failed, and it's such a shame because it's called the big sleeve editions of movies, and they came out in vinyl form, gigantic album size art for Blu-rays.
Oh, for Blu-rays. Wow.
Yeah,
it's like a Blu-ray inside.
Yeah,
in the sleeve. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
And in the inside, you get all this extra art, all these prints in there. It's like this should have taken off, and I don't know why it didn't. I would rebuy every single movie I have in this format. So wow. I mean, in this beautiful giant size,
it must not have been cheap when they came out.
Yeah, I mean they were I don't know, $25,
$30, 25.
Yeah. But you know, the more people buy them, they go down. Of course, then they get cheaper in quality and whatnot. But as I was going through my movies, I found this, and I was like, oh, I need to show that off of the format that failed.
Okay, before you go, we need some paperbacks.
Oh, okay.
Hey, we got Mark in the house.
There you go. You missed out on comics, babies.
What was that? I missed it.
You missed out.
Okay,
we're gonna see them on your channel, though. I'm sure.
I showed you. So I have these paperbacks. I grabbed paperbacks. These are ones that I would like to read. So that was my.
That's a good reasoning.
I never. So this one, the best.
Oh, nice.
Laumer. Cryptozoic.
Laumer? I don't know. Cryptozoic. Yeah. And somebody read that for Dino-Vember. I forgot who it was.
Yeah, I don't know what these are about. I just have them in my to be read. I've got so many. This cover is weird. Like, why is there just a big yellow band at the bottom?
Yeah, that's kind of stupid. At least if you're going to have the white band, move it down to the bottom and make that art bigger.
I think this was probably a stubby originally, and then they put it into the longer format.
That's pretty lazy.
But in the back, they have that.
That's okay on the back because at least they have some information.
Kind of, I guess because it went around from front to back. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Lester Del Rey. This is
nice.
One of those weird,
Robots
weird
and Chains.
paperback. Look at
maybe
the art.
A short story collection.
It says Robots and Changelings, 11 Tales of Fantasy, yeah, and science fiction. But the cover art is just so weird.
It is weird, but it's cool. I like the color scheme on that.
Jeff, I pulled this one off the shelf just for you because in one of your videos you mentioned this woman, and this is the one I have by her, and this cover is just phenomenal. I mean, I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Mary Roberts Reinhardt. Yeah, the bat. Yeah. That's her most famous. I think Chad.
Full screen. Look at that. This is gorgeous. Look at that.
I think that was the one that was turned into a long-running play. Isn't that right, Chad? It was.
Yes, it was.
And they made
a very successful play that I think had 3 adaptations.
Yeah.
The last starred Vincent Price and Agnes Moorehead.
Right. Oh, I think maybe Chadwick, you're the one that mentioned.
Yeah, Chadwick was talking about it, but I've never read any Mary.
You, Jeff. It was Chadwick.
But I want to read some of her because she wrote a lot of mysteries.
Yeah. I also pulled this one off the shelf because of you, Jeff, because it's what do you call it, mystery, and you've been talking about these.
I'm not familiar with her, Elizabeth LeMarchand. Nice.
Buried in the Past. It's got an interesting cover.
That is a great cover.
Yeah. What is that, like a dragonfly in amber or something? What is it?
No, it's a maybe fish islands. I don't know if you call it like. There's a tree with like a mansion behind it.
I see. Okay.
It's just a weird but interesting cover. It's the very best in British mystery.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
British mystery on my bag.
I mean, I was going to show that.
Hogan's Run. Yeah.
And
nice.
then I read 2 Zelazny books recently, and so I saw this one. I'm like, it needs to be in my read pile. I don't know what's going on with him in the red teardrop spinning
I've
around.
heard really good things about this book. It's like a kind of like a Burroughsian sort of done in a crazy Zelazny style.
And lastly, I was going to talk about a favorite of mine as a kid, John Christopher books. I have two sets.
Are those the tripods ones?
Yeah, I love these books as a kid. I don't have the full set of this one, but this is the version that I read.
I think I'd heard that he had published a fourth one. Is that right, Rob?
I have all.
Yeah, nice. It was a prequel.
Yeah,
it was okay. I wasn't really a fan of the prequel. I sort of liked the mystery of not knowing how this world came about.
Yeah.
So I prefer the original trilogy.
And last thing, Chadwick didn't pick the movies, but I had some fun movies picked just for Chadwick.
It came from beyond. It the Terror from Beyond Space. Nice. Wow, look at you tease. You're just teasing us there.
Oh my God. Well, I really wished we could have gone over the graphic novels for comics that I think science fiction people would love. Oh, well.
Well, I need to know that.
Yeah, I don't know why you have bedtime, I guess, but let me get to a few comments before you go. Glock says, have you guys heard that Walmart bought the Monroeville Mall and will demolish it next year? Where is the Monroeville Mall? Do you guys know?
It's outside of Pittsburgh. It was the mall where George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead was shot.
I went there a year ago. Oh, that's sad. And there's even a Romero museum inside of it.
I think there's a YouTube channel where the guy goes to malls that have been abandoned. It's pretty sad to watch all of those once popular malls. Yeah, where will the zombies go to hang out? John says. Yeah, he got that reference.
There's a bust of him in the mall. There's a plaque. Yep. Yeah, that's sad.
That is too bad. And then Mark says, I love the Bat cover. Yeah, that's awesome. I think I sent you the Bat VHS, David.
But I don't think it's by the same writer.
I think it's an adaptation if it's a VHS. Because, it should be. The Last Living Dead weekend will be held June 12th to 14th. Many surviving cast members to attend.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
That's neat.
Wow. So you got to run, David?
Yeah, I'm going to take off. Thank you so much, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. See you later. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. I think it's Chad's turn. So let me, we still have plenty of people watching. Thank you for those who are watching. Let's make you big here, Chad. And I'll be right back. I have to run real quick. So just please carry on and I'll be right back. Okay.
All right.
So take it away, Chad.
Okay. 1965. You mentioned Flight of the Phoenix. I watched something. It's going to actually be in the next Stuff of the Week video, but I bought the Total Extermination Peter Cushing Doctor Who collection.
Oh.
From Severin, which has the Blu-ray UHDs of Doctor Who and the Daleks and Daleks Invasion Earth, 2150 AD that Amicus Films did, and I just watched. It was really. I just watched the first one, and it was really funny to see it because one of the cast, Peter Cushing is Doctor Who, and a very different Doctor Who than would come to be because these movies were made before they had created the mythology of Gallifrey and the Time Lord stuff. So he was still a human inventor, excuse me. So all the mythology that most fans take for granted doesn't exist in these movies.
Yeah.
And he was hilarious as this very kindly old doctor. And it was also a reunion of Dr. Terror's House of Horrors because Roy Castle, who was in that film, was also in these films. So I kept expecting.
That, right?
Yeah.
Those films are fun, and they're much bigger budgets than the original series had.
Right, but they still had like low budgets considering when compared to other movies. So they're very they managed to take that very DIY feel of the BBC series and translate it over to color widescreen movies.
if you compare the two Hartnell serials to what they did with those movies, that Doctor Who fans go, "Wow, look at how expensive it looks." Of course, original Doctor Who was probably made for a fraction of the catering budget on a TV show today.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I was like, there was on the IMDb trivia page, or I think it was, they were talking about the how can I say it? There were two effects that were cut or not used in the movies, and it's really obvious that they had been shot for like cutaway or insert shots where they cut the monsters out so they wouldn't scare the kids. So I'm watching it and going, oh yeah, this shot of them looking down inside the Dalek thing is going on way too long.
It's a little blobby creature thing in there. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're like, yeah, we don't want to scare the kids too bad. I mean, obviously they people change their mind later. It's like, no, let's put them in therapy for the rest of their lives.
The only thing I don't like about those movies is they make Peter Cushing's Doctor Who human instead of a Time Lord. But I guess that just makes sense for the movie version. It's too much backstory to go into, I guess.
Well, I was talking about this while you were away, so I'll repeat myself. These movies were made prior to the creation of the Doctor Who mythology.
Right.
So William Hartnell was still
where, yeah.
They didn't. He was still considered a human inventor at this time, although I think they created the whole, I'm not a human inventor, I'm actually an alien, and I'm going to change my body to explain why Patrick Troughton was stepping in. So when I heard like people talking about these on the Severin Film podcast, they talk about how these movies are really kind of like outside of the mythology because they don't have anything. So they're really kind of just great alternate universe versions of the Doctor.
And his granddaughter is a little girl rather than a 30-year-old playing a 16-year-old or whatever it was.
Right. As they all 16-year-olds were like in their 40s and like in the 50s and 60s.
The actress who played Susan in the TV show wasn't that old, but she had kids already when she was playing this teenager. So
yeah.
Those are really fun movies, though. And like Seth was saying, Brett was saying, Beast Reeves was saying that they used to show up on Creature Features all the time.
Yep. So, yeah. So it's fun to be watching it. And just about anything with Peter Cushing is a delight to watch.
Oh, yeah.
There were a couple he did that were a little.
He does an awesome job as a doddering. He's a more kindly version than the snarky Hartnell as the first Doctor. So.
Yeah. He'd be doing something, and everybody think he was being like mean, and then he'd like turn and look at somebody and go, and he would just sell it,
Yeah, that's awesome. So that's a recent pickup, Chad.
I think I got this year. Or no, wait, no, this is 2020. I got this late last year when it came out, but it's one of them that I've been sitting on, and I decided I wanted to watch something fun and frothy for a change.
That's a good choice.
I have from Vinegar Syndrome a Blu-ray of Moon of the Wolf, which will be arriving Monday or Tuesday.
That's the David Jansen one, right?
Yeah, with Bradford Dillman, Jeffrey Lewis,
nice.
And I'm looking forward to that.
We got to do our part 2 70s, end of the 70s horror TV movies video, our live one of these days. Nice.
Yeah. So much to cover.
Did you have anything else you wanted to show this round, Chad?
I think I'm going to hold off and do the TV stuff in my next round. So
okay, all right. Well, in that case, I don't have too much to show, but pity David's not here. But he turned me on to these DC Compact comics, and I ordered a bunch. I've been waiting for, especially this one, which is supposed to be just fantastic. DC's The New Frontier.
Oh yeah.
Which has kind of a retro 50s kind of look. 50s, 60s look. It's kind of like an alternate history, like DC's, with the Justice League kind of version of Watchmen, really, where totalitarian governments coming in, and there's Wonder Woman, for example. Anyway, this had been unavailable, out of stock in Japan for a long time, and finally I saw it came in, and I was like, I need to grab this sucker. It's long. It's like almost 500 pages, and several people have been telling me that this is the shit. So this one is supposed to be really good. It's just like kind of a one-off. We got some dinosaur action early on, and apparently it pulls in all, like, a ton of DC superhero characters, having, as you can tell from the cover, I guess, having to deal with something. I don't know a lot about it, other than it's supposed to be pretty great. So, and I got this also came back in stock, Kingdom Come, and this is got a very different kind of art style, very interesting way to depict the art. And apparently what Kingdom Come is it's all the DC main heroes, Justice League guys and gals, are older, and there's a younger crop of heroes taking over, and they're using really kind of violent vigilante tactics. And so the retired superheroes have to come back to bitch slap them and school them on how to be a proper hero, So it's a little slimmer, but heard good things about this as well. And probably the last batch of this that I'm going to get, it's because they're still continuing to come out a couple at a time, at a month, each month, is, and I've not read any Nightwing, but I've heard this is pretty good. Nightwing, Leaping into the Light. So again, these are like $10 each, so they're smaller, but you can't beat the price. It looks like you've got Superman in here with the Nightwing. I'm confused about Nightwing because I'm not a very comics knowledgeable guy. I thought Nightwing was supposed to be Robin, but is he not? Is he an alternate Robin? Maybe you guys know more than me, but I'm not, I was never a huge DC person other than Batman, but these are cheap and, fun to read. So I grabbed a bunch of those. So we'll see how they go. I know I showed off Superman Birthright before, and David wants to read and do a buddy read and review of that one. So I'm looking forward to those. You guys read any of these comic or graphic novels? No?
No, Nightwing is a gap. The thing is, because I think, my understanding, and I could be very wrong on this, so I'm expecting some shade from comic book readers, but what I think is that there's Batman and Robin, and then because Batman kind of like owns the Batman and Robin are kind of like tied at the hip, and he always has Robin with him, that Nightwing was created by a former Robin as his identity. So it's kind of like the
that sounds right.
Continuity version of copyright stuff. It's like, you can't be Robin anymore. Okay, well then I'll be Nightwing. Which
Nightwing. Well, it's a much better name than Robin, that's for sure. Yeah. But sorry to any Robin fans out there. I happen to like Robin pretty well, but I think he has a cool dog companion. If anyone has a dog companion, I'm down. So he's
everybody needs their crypto.
Yeah, I don't think it's a super dog or anything, but
all dogs are super.
Yeah, that's true. I saw somewhere there's a cover where he's in here. Anyway, he's fighting some guy. It's got like a ram's head mask or something. So anyway, looks pretty cool.
I think the Robert Howard Foundation has given us the scoop on Nightwing.
John has a lot of knowledge in that cranium of his there. Nightwing is Dick Grayson after he became an adult. Okay.
Oh, so it's not like you're not the boss of me. You're not my real dad.
Get out here, Batman. I'm going to do my own thing. Well, apparently in this, he moves to a different city. He's not in Gotham. He's in some other city, and he's taking on some gangsters there. So Uh-oh, I pulled out comics and we lost a bunch of people. Oh, well. Anyway.
Like, wait a minute, what is this?
Yeah, we dropped from like 9 or 10 down to 5. But anyway, thanks for the 5 who are still here. Okay, maybe we'll pull some back when we get Rob up here again. So I have a couple more paperbacks which I can do after you guys go through again. So Rob, what else you got out of those big massive sacks or boxes of books?
Well, I never usually see Otis Albert Klein out in the wild. I have a lot of his Weird Tales stories and a lot of stuff that has them in anthologies. But I did find 3. This is The Outlaw of Mars.
I've never found that one. I've got the Planet of Peril and Sword of Peril or whatever. But
I have, and I did find Planet of Peril and
Port of Peril.
Port of Peril. So I'm missing the middle book.
Prince of Peril, I think it is.
Yeah, Prince of Peril. Yeah. And then I think there's one other, The Swordsman of Mars.
I've never seen that, Outlaws of Mars. That's sweet. I know him and Burroughs were duking it out with each other, firing back and forth with their own versions for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. And
those are nice. You found those in a bookstore?
These ones were in a bookstore. This is a place called.
If you found those in a Goodwill, that would.
No, God, that would be nice. I've never seen him out anywhere. I've never even seen him in bookstores and out here. But it's a place called Dog-Eared Books, and I had some store credit there, so I picked.
They don't look dog-eared. Those editions, those look in really nice shape.
No. And at that same place, and this one's in rough condition, but this was one of the Gothics, The Mistress of Melon, Victoria Holt.
Holt is quite well regarded, I think.
Isn't she? Yeah, we have a few of hers.
Does your wife read Gothics as well?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we both collect those. Those are a mutual collection that we have.
So those goes in the family, the family library, not in your particular.
Well, right now they're in boxes, but we're remodeling our house, so our entire hallway is going to be have built into the wall bookcases, and that's where we're going to store all the Gothics and then the TV tie-in novels and things like that.
I'm very jealous of a built-in bookcase. Wow, that's great.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, basically every room in our house sooner or later is going to be a library. It's just
your whole house will be a library. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't just buy IKEA. I have to build all this stuff myself because I'm anal about it. so
IKEA, the Billies are a cheap way for me to do it here, but I would prefer to have beautiful bookcases.
But it does help because bins I can custom build. I can get a lot of books in a small space. So just this office alone has, I think, 3,500 books just in here.
Wow.
And then all the other rooms. This one I've never heard of before, by Richard Wilson, The Girls from Planet 5.
Nice.
There's when the beautiful invaders took over, only Texas fought back.
Of
course, it'd be Texas,
fight back, right, John? Texas would fight back.
So I couldn't resist that.
That is funny.
And then
not a bad cover.
Watching Jim at Mystery and Mayhem, he's convinced me I need to start reading Rex Stout. So I did find this also at the library.
Nice. Good 70s cover too, looks like.
Yeah. And I had one other, but I don't have it out here yet. But I found a couple of those.
Yeah, those are good reads. Archie Goodwin is a fun narrator, his leg man.
And then I have a lot of Robert Sheckley's science fiction. I did not know that he also wrote detective stories.
Oh.
So we found this at a Goodwill. This is Live Gold.
That's a private eye novel?
Yeah, Stephen Dan, international detective, tackles his deadliest assignment.
Sounds a little men's adventure-y too. That sounds cool.
Yeah, it does. In the forbidden cities of the mysterious South Sahara, where traders deal in human beings. So
I knew the books from Rob would bring people back. We're back up to 9 now. The comics scared some away, and they said, "Oh, They're gone now. Let's come on back.
And then
hi, Kitty.
Also found. Oh,
yeah, nice kitty. Kitty.
Yeah, Pyewacket is tired of me ignoring her.
Now, Pyewacket, was that from I Married a Witch? Is that?
Bell, Book, and Candle.
Ah, that's right. Bell, Book, and Candle. That's right. That's right. Which is a very strange movie.
Yeah. It almost seems like it was the inspiration for Bewitched, but darker.
I think I Married a Witch with Veronica Lake was the particular one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does seem like that a little bit, although it's much weirder than Bewitched.
Oh, yeah.
As hard as that is to say. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Rob.
Yeah, when we were trying to decide on her name, we just kept naming fictional witches cats. And when we got to Pyewacket, she winked at us. So we thought, okay, that's your name.
She winked. Wow. She's an actual familiar then.
Yeah.
She likes to sniff books, but unlike Deb's Reepicheep cockatiel or whatever, that doesn't eat them, I hope.
Yeah. A familiar or possibly just a demon. I'm not sure which. But, and we also found Barry and Malzberg, Beyond Apollo.
That's a wacky cover.
Yeah. You need to read that.
I know Malzberg did so many editing jobs. I haven't read much of his actual fiction, though.
And then I found a John Ross McDonald, also known as Ross McDonald.
Oh, nice.
This is Meet Me at the Morgue.
Hi, Goat Man. Meet Me at the Morgue. Yeah, I think because of John D. McDonald, he dropped the John from his name.
Yeah, and I can't remember what his real name was. Both of them were pen names. But
that's sweet. I love those pocketbooks editions.
Yeah.
I have a couple of Ross McDonald. They're really good. He's quite a good writer. He's a bit more capers, I guess, kind of a lot of times, kind of caper political spy kind of thrillers, I guess, or I don't know about the earlier stuff he did though. That looks like a early one from the 50s or early 60s, maybe. Beautiful edition.
This was science fiction Tales of Terror.
Ooh.
With
Anthony Boucher and Asimov.
Anthony Boucher, Ray Bradbury, Frederick Brown, Philip K. Dick, Robert Heinlein, Asimov, Leinster, Richard Matheson, Alan Norris, Chad Oliver, Theodore Sturgeon, Margaret St. Clair, Robert Sheckler, and more.
Wow. And you got the eyeball in the back of the hand instead of in the palm.
And with the wires coming out of the hand as well.
Yeah. Weird. Very cool.
And just two more. I feel like maybe it was you. I feel like I saw somebody else with this book on their channel, but it's S.S. Van Dyne, The Dragon Murder Case.
I don't have any S.S. Van Dyne.
Yeah, this is his Philo Vance detective. So
somebody did cover that. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, I can't remember who I was watching at it.
I have a bunch of them on Kindle, but and I've seen some of the William Powell Philo Vance movies, but I haven't read any of the books. Apparently, he's a rather insufferable character.
Yeah, a bit of a dandy. And then, as Jeff knows, Mrs. Emma Peel is the love of my life, aside from Mrs. Elspace.
Yes.
So I have all of the Avengers TV tie-in books.
Oh, nice.
And all of the
those
new
are kind of rare, aren't they?
The
TV tie-ins for Avengers?
But I have all of them. And then at the Goodwill, I found another Avengers story called Too Many Targets. Part of its own.
By John Peel, no relation to Emma Peel or John Steele.
I assume not. I don't know.
Dave Rogers is a real expert. He kind of co-authored or ghost wrote, I guess, the Avengers and Me, I think, with and a lot of other Avengers behind the scenes things. So that's an actual novel, right?
Yeah, and it has a foreword by Patrick McNee. And this evidently, not only does it have Steed and Mrs. Peel, but there's also appearances by Mrs. Gale, Tara King, and Dr. Keel. So the entire old troupe is makes an appearance in this one.
Why not?
Yeah. And the only other book that I have out right now out of the boxes is the Science Fiction and Fantasy Quiz Book. Which
read us one of the quizzes and see if Chad and I can get it.
Yeah.
one of the questions.
Oh, let's see.
Probably not for
Okay.
me.
Well,
Chad has a good
who's the
anything good?
trying to think something that I would know the answer to.
It must be pretty tough. If you're not getting those, Rob, you better pass us up then.
Well, some of these are just true.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot. Sorry.
More interesting. Which, well, I know the answer to that one, but which of these films is not based on a story written by Philip K. Dick? Lawnmower Man, Total Recall, Minority Report, or Scanner Darkly. That's an easy one.
It's Lawnmower Man.
Lawnmower Man.
That's right. Maybe at some point we'll
have
to
high five to Chad. Yeah.
Maybe at some point we'll have to do a live where we just have a quiz show.
Yeah. Well, that's good to and have quizzes for the. I know like Uncle Jimmy on McGilton does little trivia things. So
yeah, and there's somebody else that did that. Chris and Virgil did that.
Oh, that's right. They did a quiz trivia. A while back.
Yeah.
Was it book covers, something like that? If you could tell the cover of the book, yeah, that was cool.
It might have been it. And the only other thing I have out, this is a purely sentimental buy. This is a record collection that my dad had when I was a little kid. The cover is again messed up, but this is a Nat King Cole collection. But the inside of it is still in
sweet,
gorgeous condition. It still has the
full
album time. Still has the I think it fell down there, but still has
like 5 or 6. There's like 6 LPs in there.
There are 6, yes. So I remember this from a kid playing constantly on a record player. So this was at a Goodwill. I could not resist that. So
do you have a record player?
Yeah, we have it's a replica of the old phonograph with the horn and everything out.
Oh, nice.
In our living room. So yeah. not the best sound in the world, but
it's just cool. It's like I always wanted to have those. They did those reproduction old time radio sets. You had the ones with the cassette in the back, but so you could play, your old radio shows in there and stuff.
Yeah, I think this one has a CD player built in, but it's all made to look like and has the radio. You can hook up external speakers to it, but we just haven't done that yet.
Very nice, sweet. Chad, you still have some things to show?
Oh,
and then we'll get out of here after a while. We won't overstay our welcome, but if that's pretty much what Rob's got, then why don't you do some more, and then I'll finish up with. I just got a few more. So,
okay. Well, before I move on to other things, I'm going to stick with books. I may have shown this before, but if I'm repeating myself, so what? This is the Rod Serling Night Gallery After Hours Tour, first release. There's been a reissue, but
nice.
This is a great coverage of every episode they did, not including the Sixth Sense. That although there is a little afterward, they talk about how the show was destroyed for syndication to fit the half-hour time slot.
Who's the writer there? The writers?
The writers are Scott Skelton and Jim Benson and John Aston. Yeah, he wrote the intro, and this is just phenomenal stuff, and it just made me want to watch the original show beginning to end again. And
do you have the Kino Blu-rays? The Kino put out the whole series.
I don't have the Kino Blu-rays. I have some DVDs that
I don't have season 3 though.
But
and I think in Australia they put out a standalone of the Sixth Sense, so because that show was also kind of treated poorly when they cut it all up and mingled it in there.
And I have a very short-lived show. It's over there. It's a bootleg. I'm not going to pull it off, but it's a Dark Room with James Coburn. 1981, and that one was basically Night Gallery again. They did the same thing where instead of they had multiple stories each episode. And yeah,
that's an inside joke. Sorry if you haven't seen the show. Then yeah.
But before I go back to the books, I've got my One of the things that going back through the old issues of Twilight Zone magazine, and one of the reasons why I bumped up Night Gallery and mentioned Dark Room and whatnot, is that I also got the this is DVD. I don't know if they've done it for Blu-ray yet, but this is the first. I've got the entire series run of Tales from the Dark Side, the
no
George
Blu-ray.
Romero. Yeah,
That and Monsters. They've put
I've
out
got I got a bootleg of Monsters before they put it out on DVD, but
there's some good episodes in Tales from the Dark Side.
But what when I was reading Twilight Zone, I realized that there were stories in there that had been adapted on these shows and whatnot, and I decided that I was going to start like review when I came across them, I would review the short story and then maybe like review the episode. So that's kind of like that's something I hope to do before the end of the year, but it's on my it's on my channel wish list.
Do you have the 80s, the first 80s Twilight Zone? Because they had several out of the magazine on that too. Not the later half-hour one, but the one that was an hour long with like 2 or 3 stories in it. It had like the Shadow Man and To See the Invisible Man, and that was a really good run. I remember watching that live.
Yeah, I remember. The two that really stuck with me were Paladin for A Lost Hour, which was Danny Kaye's last performance, which was just a thing of beauty to watch when it aired. And William Friedkin's adaptation of Robert McCammon's story. Night.
Something Worms, right? Or no?
No, that was for Outer Limits. Sandworms. This was like night crawlers. That's what it was. Night crawlers.
The night crawlers. It's in the diner, right? Yeah, that's great.
And it's so good. That's so good.
Yeah, no, that first season of that 80s Twilight Zone was pretty strong. So.
Yeah, that was just rock solid. Also, I got 2 books. I hope one of them doesn't bump people off from
it's okay,
watching.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. But the first one is a collection of indigenous dark fiction called Never Whistle at Night. Evidently, whistling at night is a bad thing within indigenous communities. But
I thought you were supposed to whistle through the graveyard, but maybe not. Okay.
Yeah. But it says, it can cause evil spirits to appear and even follow you home. So challenge accepted. But I want. I was like, I saw this. I'm like, I got to get this. This is so much my jam that I look forward. And then
this is Native American and maybe Native Canadian, Native
probably Stephen Graham Jones did the intro for it, but I didn't recognize any of the names. But that doesn't mean anything. I mean, I barely recognize my own face.
Night Gallery. MC mentioned the DVD series. Maybe it's the full series. The complete series is only $15 on Amazon. It was. Now it's up.
I got it over there.
That's still very reasonable. Thanks.
And then, all right, guys, hold on. I got this thing. It looks like a romantasy, but it's the Keeper of Magical Things, and it's got it's got a flying cat dragon in it. Although I will take no shade, because if they're taming a flying cat dragon that like breathes fire, I'm reading this. You know what? I like cozy mysteries. I read my share of romances. I like warm and fuzzy. I like cats. I'm going to read this. And you know what? I might review it on my channel.
Yeah, you should. Because if it's any good, I don't mind cozies either if they're well done. As long as it's not the kind of romantasy slut stuff. I'm not a problem.
I really like cozy mysteries where they're cats that help solve the crime. That's my.
You read the Lillian Jackson Braun Cat Who series?
No, but I have been reading the Cats in the Stacks from Miranda James, Sophie Kelly's one. There was a short one that went by. I don't have them where I can actually see them. Ali Barter, I think, was the name. And then there was another one where it's set in Michigan, where she's a librarian with a bookmobile. The bookmobile that series.
They're usually either run a bookstore, run a grocery shop, work in a library, or a bookmobile sounds great. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's like cats and libraries, and I'm like, I'm happy. I'll sit here all day and read this, you know? So there we go.
That was it.
I read vintage sci-fi, so Cats is sort of a staple of vintage sci-fi. You have to have,
especially if Andre Norton's involved, right?
Oh, and a lot of them.
Well, there's also Heinlein's The Cat Who Walked Through Walls, which I always remember seeing back in the 80s or whenever it came out. Okay, well, I just have the last few things to show. Again, these are the last dregs that I pulled out from the Columbo Corner Shop. I got another Piers Anthony science fiction, Pthor. I don't know how you want to pronounce it.
It's like Qui.
Yeah, that was so good. It's a novel of Chthon and the Minionettes by Piers Anthony. So I guess it's part of a series. Brett, if he's still watching from the Beast Reads, probably knows about some of these series.
When you first put it up, I thought it said Python, and I'm like, "Ooh, it's a snake."
Yeah, with the giant snake thing. It's combat in the caverns. Arlo is the son of Aton, conqueror and victim of a dreaded Minionette. So it sounds interesting anyway. And I know Nick at the Book Graveyard has talked about this author. Have you guys read any Dion Fortune? Apparently she was actual new age. Well, I don't know. New age is the wrong word because it was earlier than that. But she was kind of a mystic and into witchcraft. And she wrote these books. This is The Winged Bull and then Moon Magic. And they're both in really good shape.
Those are in excellent shape.
Yeah. They need to be aired out a little bit. They have a little bit of a whiff about them, but
I hope you didn't get these spores, molds, and fungus in your nose there, Jeff.
Yeah. So let's see. The author's knowledge and experience of psychology are indisputable, and her ability to expound the modus operandi of magic is second to none from the Occult Review. So they sound like kind of a little bit Dennis Wheatley style, supernatural, occult kind of mysteries. But yeah, they are Star books. So
what decade? 1960s, 70s, 50s?
Well, I think the
30s.
Star Books, a Wyndham Publications. So let's see. Gotta love a name, Dion Fortune. That can't be your real name. It was originally published in this one anyway, 1976. First published in Great Britain by the Aquarian Press, copyright Society of the Inner Light, 1976. That was her own secret society thing. But they look well written and interesting.
That sounds Society of Inner Light, man. That sounds like something somebody in a Lovecraftian story or a Natalie Wade Wellman story.
The Golden Dawn, the Order of the Golden Dawn, or whatever, some of those occult groups. Apparently the series includes the Demon Lover, the Sea Priestess, the Goat Foot God, the Winged Bull, and Moon Magic. So these are the last two in the, I don't think they're connected series necessarily, but Lilith LaFay.
Well, they're probably connected by being awesome.
And Moon Magic was, let's see, published also by Star in 76. I don't know when they were first written. I was trying to do a little research before I came on, but MC, I don't know your name, sorry, MC 1964 MC, talked about the Cat Who series, great series. Yeah, they're around 30 books. Yeah, that was one of the original cozies, I think. It's Jim Quillerin is a newspaper reporter, and he is Cat Coco. He has a Siamese that helps him solve crimes, and not, the typical way where he kind of maybe knocks over something or puts his paw on a document or something. And later he gets another Siamese, a female called Yum Yum. And then he wins he inherits some money and moves to another town. Anyway, they're fun books, especially the earlier ones when he's still working as a reporter. Although I guess he runs the local paper when he retires to another town. So if you do like cozy cat mysteries, I'll recommend that. But yeah, the Dion Fortune ones, I was curious, so if I'll take a look at them, and if they're not my thing, I think I'll send them to Nick. because I know his wife was interested in this kind of occult stuff. So, and they're in good shape, and I think Star Books are a UK. They've got the UK kind of design that a lot of the ones that were in that batch. I'm kicking myself because I found such cool books in those other 2 stacks, and I'm just wondering what was it. That's the thing. I don't really care that I missed getting that stack, that last 3rd stack, but there's a little voice in my head saying what was in there. Maybe there was another British Robert E. Howard one. Maybe there was some more cool Asimov stuff, so, it's not like I can't find that in the future, but you do get kind of bugged a little bit by what you might have missed. But, c'est la vie. There's always more out there. So that's all I got to show. Before we get out of here, guys, you want to talk about anything that's you got going on or that's coming up on your channel or in your life? I know you said you're remodeling a lot. Rob, we haven't seen a video from you for a while. You're busy scrawling away on your stories for the next horror and sci-fi anthologies that come from Jake there. But
it may be a little while longer for the video. So I wasn't going to mention it, but that I've a medical issue going on that has sort of made everything take a back seat.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's nothing,
okay,
drastic, just very hard to focus on anything. So I'm on like 8 weeks of antibiotics before they can finally do surgery. And
wow,
so
8 weeks is a long course. Yeah.
So basically a deep cyst that ruptured, and so
yikes. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
You seem to be doing pretty well considering. Wow.
Boring life. So, well, this actually helps being on these live streams because it's sort of a distraction for me. Whereas just sitting alone in front of a camera, I have to think too much.
Are you? And I hope you're not in much pain anyway.
That's the reason why I can't really concentrate. So
I'm sorry about that.
Well, it's affected videos, it's affected reading, and it's sadly affected me getting any writing done. So I have a deadline for some short stories that I need to figure out some way to focus on that. So that's probably what I'll be doing for the next month.
Well, best of luck with getting that sorted, and really sorry to hear that you're dealing with that.
It'll be fine.
Getting old is wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it's a joy.
It's
loving
joy. Loving every aching pain and groaning, getting up in the morning and crack, crack, crack.
Yeah, every new prescription, every
And that's the worst part is because doctors now, because before they were giving it out like human Pez dispensers, now they don't want to give out anything. They just keep saying, take ibuprofen. It's like, F you.
Yeah, that sucks when you're in legitimate pain.
Yeah.
Thanks, John, for letting us know your name. I appreciate that. And thanks for the well wishes to Rob. Yeah, we all
thank you.
All are wishing that to be over soon.
Yeah.
At least with you, Rob, I know you probably got lots of ideas for stories. I'm struggling with the ideas because I told Jake I would like to try to submit something, but I'm bereft of ideas. I'm so out of the creative writing mindset. I know I used to do quite a bit of it when I was younger in my, from my kids years up until 30s, but I haven't done it for years and I'm out of shape for it.
I have stories all mapped out. I just have to be able to sit down and focus. Unfortunately, I'm not the fastest writer in the world, so I'm going to need to channel some of those old pulp writers from the 30s,
there you go.
40s.
Just imagine you got a deadline looming and you're going to get a cent a word and you got to bang.
Yeah.
Talking about those Doc Savage pulps and stuff, and even more the Shadow. For a while, the Shadow there were 2 Shadow novels a month. Can you imagine writing 2 Shadow novels a month? Wow. Or, one Doc Savage a month would be tough enough. But, well, Rob,
I don't know how those guys did it, or the artists like Virgil Finlay and them, how they would crank out so much,
I guess it was
month after month.
When needs must when the devil drives or whatever, right? Yeah. I mean,
So I'm hoping some of that energy.
There you go.
To me.
Well, I hope that works out too. How about you, Chad? What are you up to? I don't know if you're planning to submit any stories to Jake or anything, or if you're just
Well, I have a story that I've been procrastinating at doing a heavy revision on. I mean, it's finished, but it just needs a major structural overhaul for a change, just cutting some stuff down and you know, adding a little detail here and there. But I've been procrastinating at that. So, but I hope to at some point, by, but it's just been with caregiver stuff and a lot of other stuff. I've just been busy. And
May I ask who you're caregiving for? Is it a parent, Chad?
yeah, my mom, and doing things. I have to help her get her her ID renewed. It expired, and there's just also she had a major stroke about 5-6 years ago.
Oh, sorry.
And so yeah, she's got
getting old as parents getting old. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and there was a couple other issues that I'm not going to talk about in a public forum, but we're all good right now.
Okay. Good.
Channel wise, I've kind of gotten down a format that I'm happy with. You've already seen 2 of the books that I'll be discussing in the stuff of the week, so you got that. And Moon of the Wolf will be appearing there because it'll arrive during that week. But and we have a trip, another trip, but this time to Orlando. We're going to be going to Universal and Disney because I've got to go to Dark Universe. So there will be video and coverage of that. Definitely.
And when are you going? Is that next week or at the end of the month?
No, it's at the end of the month, I believe. It's going to be at the end of the month, which is nice because we've done like so much travel of late that I just like, can I have a weekend? I'm kind of like tired.
Yeah. That's how I am
rush into an airport and everything.
When I come back to the States, to see family and friends, I'm so busy. I come back and I need a vacation from my vacation. So
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just have I got another collab coming up with Eric at the Paperback Warrior. We're covering Fair Blows the Wind, a kind of historical adventure novel from Louis L'Amour, and it's fantastic. I'm about 2/3 of the way through it, and I love his Westerns, and I'm reading this going, holy cow, this is great. So the guy is a storyteller, man, I tell you. But
he was a great storyteller.
Oh yeah. This young guy kind of coming. We'll talk about it more, but I'm looking forward to that. I just did with John from the Robert E. Howard Foundation and Jim at Mystery and Mayhem. We did this Doc Savage overview, pulp and bantam character and story overview that I just dropped, I think earlier today, your guys' time. So that was a lot of fun. And it's pretty long. So, listen to it in the background, but there's some cool pulps. John has quite a collection, let's put it that way. And even down to the Shane Black script for the movie that The Rock was toying with doing. He's got a copy of that, which sounds like it's unfortunate that it didn't come to fruition because he said it was really good, actually. And it'd be nice to have a good Doc Savage movie after the not so good George Powell one. So from the 70s. But anyway, that's pretty much what's coming up with the channel there. So I want to thank you guys for coming on very much. And I want to thank everyone.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, man. We'll have to do another one before too long.
Absolutely. Anytime.
Okay. Well, best of luck to you guys and have a great rest of the weekend and week. And we'll talk to you later. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you later.
Thanks. See ya. Bye.